Hey guys, welcome back to the Rothschild's Master Course series. This is episode 4 and it's almost over, so it makes me kind of sad. Today, we're drawing landscapes. Yes, I'm so excited because I rarely get the opportunity to draw them. I'm gonna try my best to give you the key concepts and basic fundamentals for you to start your own environments. We'll be following Faye on her journey into a location in Nima's world. Here I come. Ooh. And we'll definitely be building on everything that we've learned in the previous episode onto this one. So, without further ado, let's do it. So, landscapes. First off, it's very important to understand why we create environments, why do we create landscape scenes? And a lot of people think landscapes are like drawing some grass and pretty flowers, the sun. We forget about storytelling. And in the industry, 9 times out of 10, you have a brief. You have a scene that the director or the script provides for you, and you're supposed to tell that story in the best way possible. I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite techniques on how to get started, and this technique might sound a little silly, but this solves my problem every time. Every time I need an idea, or every time I'm stuck, I simply just close my eyes and envision the scene. Because when we're closing our eyes, we're just committed to the moment of our imagination. We're not distracted by any stimulus in reality, but just in our own thoughts. So right now, close your eyes. I'm watching you, but close your eyes and imagine Faye. Faye with her master traveling through a field, and they're just coming out of a really dark forest, and there's a bus stop sign. In the distance, we see a field of flowers and really cool sharp rocks, and then we have a waterfall. Maybe there's a sun gleaming into the field, and that's the adventure that they're about to go on. How many of you guys actually close your eyes? What that technique is meant to do is to kind of put you inside the fantasy world. Right now, we are so used to our reality in our environment, and that's why, people dream as an escape. And what I want to do is kind of envision ourselves in that actual environment, if it was like in a movie or in a TV show or a game, and it gives me a lot of ideas. And before we get started, I have my mood board. Yes, I talk about how to create this in the previous episode. This is just a board of inspiration and references to help you create your image. I'm gonna put this over on this screen. And in the previous episode, I skipped over doing composition because I already had a clear idea of where I'm going. But for this episode, I don't really know what I'm painting yet, so I'm gonna explore the painting with you guys. First off, we're gonna do napkin sketches. Yes, I made a template here. I love doing these, and you want to think of it as a sketch on the napkin. If you have a friend and a client on the other side, and you want to quickly portray your ideas, you want to quickly draw on the napkin, and then give it to them. And they can understand what is going on, even though it looks like scribbles. We did Faye and Master, forest, waterfall, flowers, grass, mountain. So this is a pretty good starting point. This is a thing that we kind of thought about when we were closing our eyes. Remember, the point of the napkin sketch is to get your ideas on here. Don't think twice about it. Think of it like, scribble compositions. So maybe there's like a big tree trunk over here, there's a bunch of grass, and maybe another tree trunk over here. We're gonna have a mountain, maybe to the focal point. Let's add something cool. Maybe there's like a statue of a person holding staff here. Yeah, that's a quick idea that I have. Usually your first few ideas aren't that good, but the most important thing in these sketches is to establish scale. Scale is so important because we are human and we have to understand the size reference to where we are in the environment. I'm thinking this is massive, right? So maybe this is the master right here, and this is Faye.
Hello.
Ooh, very cool. And now we see how big these trees are. We see how big the statue is. The cool thing is, we can maybe put them in the foreground like that, looking over to this big statue thing. They just came out of the forest. They're looking at the journey ahead. And now I'm gonna show you another technique for another napkin sketch. This one is more like a brain fart. We just threw a bunch of ideas at the screen, but now we're gonna have some parameters. So let's create this napkin sketch with just rounded shapes like that. Maybe there's a river here to lead to the focal point like that. Yeah, since everything is so round here, we want to break it up and add something really interesting that contrasts these round shapes. Let's add like a really cool spire in the distance, like that. It's jagged here too, like that. And of course, we're gonna add scale in the foreground again. Yay! There. Ooh, that's cool, look at that. Every shape here is more round, and then in the distance they're traveling to, danger approaches. The shape language is becoming more sharper, and so we see the journey from beginning to end. Think about where they're coming from and where they're headed. On the last napkin sketch, you know what? Let's reverse this around. The forest they're coming from is super spiky, and then they're headed somewhere super soft. So let's try that out. And then they're heading somewhere a little more rounder. So maybe it's like a floating, beautiful castle. And of course, we're gonna add scale. Maybe they're already headed there. So let's put them right here. I kind of just took the second one and reversed the shape language. Maybe they're coming from something super jaggedy, something super sharp, like a dangerous forest, and heading towards the light. Something really beautiful. It embodies safety, it embodies home, like we're headed home. I know a lot of environments and landscapes are horizontal, trying to depict a cinematic moment, but I love creating vertical environments. So let's try a vertical one. Thinking maybe like a really big tree. I totally forgot about my bus stop sign. So let's add a bus stop sign here. Maybe they're headed towards like a really nice waterfall. Maybe there's a castle maybe here. And last but not least, let's add our people. Hey. You see how big that tree looks now, right when I added the scale? That's why scale is so important. And you can make the tree even bigger, just make this really small.
Oh my God, that's such a big tree.
That's actually a really big bus stop. I don't think the bus stop's that big. Man, let's put cats. Cat on the tree. Cat on the bus stop sign. Cats everywhere. Awesome, yeah. Napkin sketches. And from here, I will choose one to commit to, and I just have to go with my vertical landscape. I have a vision for this, and I want to commit to it. So we're gonna do this one. I'm just gonna knock this down, and we're just gonna refine this a little bit. You don't wanna figure things out at the end, you don't wanna go, wait, is this a rock? Or is this a cloud? Or what the heck is this? I have no idea. You wanna try to solve all your problems at the beginning, and then we can kind of just have fun at the end. So let's do that.
Here we go.
Awesome. So here's my refined drawing of the scene. We have Faye and her master named Ame. If you back the book on Kickstarter, I'm sure you know who Ame is. But now since I kind of understand where I'm going, I'm gonna break this up into very simple value shapes and get a very clear scene of where they're going. So let's do that. Oh, look at that. Look how much clearer that is. And that is me just kind of breaking down what the foreground might be. And so we're gonna apply the same treatment to the midground and the background. So let's do that. And now we can clearly see what's going on. We see the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. Yeah, and a good practice when you're working in the industry or working on your project is to show the journey and the dynamics in the story. And a very good rule is to not have too much information for the viewer because they can easily get overwhelmed. You want to be simple, where they came from, where they're going, and where they're gonna end up at. Yeah, so this is where they came from, where they're going, and where they're gonna end up at. A lot of people like to cram information inside their environment, so it's like where they came from, they're gonna stop over here, and they're gonna go up there, and maybe, they'll go home for a bit, and then they'll go all the way up to the waterfall, and oh look, a pretty bird. They're gonna go fly in the birds a little bit, and then finally they end up at the castle. And that's way too much information for the viewer. You want them to understand your image within a second or less. It's that time of the day again where the sun is here and it is blasting down on my face. And so I'm just gonna go grab a quick bite, wait for the sun to come down, and I'll check back soon. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm rested, I'm fed. I got some Taiwanese food, it was super good. But just remember to take breaks. If you spend forever trying to find the perfect composition, you're going to wear yourself out. You're gonna stretch yourself and just take some breaks. Yeah, I'm back with a fresh eye and I'm looking at this. And I have brand new ideas that can make this even more awesome.
Oh, yeah.
In the previous episode, I mentioned to start building your reference folder, and I have a term for that, and I call it my second brain. It is a folder of assets, and it's like another brain that you can access whenever you're stuck. When you're working in the industry, 9 times out of 10, you are working to be efficient. There are deadlines, there's a set budget. No one is paying you to paint every leaf unless you are the most amazing leaf painter.
God.
I'm gonna show you some really cool photo techniques that can help me get this done. Let's do that. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this beautiful texture. You know, we're gonna let this help with our tree. So let's put this in. Right click, create clipping mask.
Bam!
Wow.
And now your chaos is contained into the shape that you knocked out at the very beginning. Then now I'm gonna adjust my values. And now I'm gonna tweak this. Ooh, look at that. Look how fast that was. We literally spent, I don't know, a minute on that. This is before, and this is after. Before and after. You can already see it progressing along. So let's keep trying it with this midground and background. Look at this. This rad? It has like 2 bumps here. I don't even know really what it is, but this is so cool. I really like this, and I feel like it fits into my environment. And so, let's drag it in there. Create clipping mask. Whoa! Check that out. Hold on, I'm gonna lighten it so I can show everyone. Nice, isn't that cool? The cool thing is, this technique is so experimental. You know, you can keep trying new things and it will be different each time. And you just go based on feeling, you know? You know what, let's swap this out for something else. Let's try that. Ooh, this is from NASA. I think this is a picture of Mars. So why not we take photos from outer space and different kind of minerals and put it into our painting. Check that out. Now it's like a fiery rock. James, isn't that cool? I'm just letting the process mold my painting instead of just painting what I think it is, you know? I want to be more spontaneous into my approach. That is so dope. Oh my God.
Unreal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to tweak what I have real quick and I'll check back soon. And here's our painting so far. It's looking pretty good, you know? It's slowly but surely taking its shape, and I highlighted important things like this bus stop sign. These characters are gonna have a presence as well. And I've added some really cool flowers, you know, to add some life. Hey, you can see that the foreground elements in the midground is much more contrasted than the background. And we call that atmospheric perspective. It's a perspective in the atmosphere. And our atmosphere has lots of, you know, particles and different kind of things that are in it, like condensation, pollution, maybe like debris, and that causes our vision to slowly drop off and you see less detail in the back. If this was like LA or New York, it'll probably be all orange and lots of pollution and stuff like that. But if this was like, I don't know, New Zealand, you know, there's less cars there. The air is much clearer and we can see more. Just think about the atmosphere when you're creating the landscape. Yeah, I'm just gonna touch up some of these grass and flowers real quick. I'll try to find assets with a transparency layer like this, and I will put this in. Ooh, oh my God, look. They're all in the shade and stuff. We have our shape already, and now we're just trying to use assets to help move us along. Ooh, check that out. Look how much life that added. Yeah, just make sure it's supporting you and not carrying the whole piece. I'm gonna touch up these characters real quick. Awesome, and now we have details in our characters. You know, we define these 2 figures right here, and it really kind of helps sell the piece a lot more. We're making leaps in our painting. It's important to be a master at your tool. You know how old masters know different type of brushes, know what kind of mark they make. It's just important for you to be kind of the puppeteer and the master of your own work. I'm gonna show you a technique that I absolutely love, that I use in every single one of my paintings, that's really helped me over the years, and that's called color range. Let's bring this into Photoshop. So we're gonna go to select and then color range, and then we're gonna extract this color right here. So let's pick this color. I'm gonna copy it and put it into my painting. Whoa, check that out. Basically extracted the color we picked, and immediately, you see what it does, right? It adds a lot more life to it. So I'm just gonna try to rearrange this. I'm gonna add this on the tree. Ooh, that's a really cool tree now, look at that. So this is before and after. We're just basically extracting from Mother Nature, who has the best design, and you can extract anything like this water, you can extract the branches on the leaves and maybe human faces, I have no idea. Let's vignette it real quick, to help our eye. A lot of movies do this, they kind of just help tone your eye into what focal point you're looking in. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far, so I'm just gonna keep working on it and I'll check back soon. So this is the progress of our piece so far, and I'm just painting now. I had all my assets and photos in here to help guide me, and then now I'm just blending every crevice and every corner, just make it really cohesive. This awesome leaf brush right here is really doing wonders for this painting right now. At the very beginning, when you thought of this idea, you close your eyes and you imagine yourself in the environment, you're feeling the landscape, and does this depict what you were originally thinking of? Does this feel on the same wavelength? Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe you went in a whole nother direction that you really end up loving, but just be conscious of your initial objective. Yeah, so I'm just gonna work on this a little longer and I'll check back in with the final. Hey guys, welcome back. I worked on it for a few more hours and this is what we got. You ready? Oh, check that out. Oh my gosh. There's Faye, her master, they just came from a very maybe beautiful forest. There's a bus stop sign, there's some cats all around, even Faye has a cat. And there's the waterfall. I think it looks really great. I feel like I am starting to really capture what I initially felt, what I initially imagined. And then we have maybe a castle or a city in the background. Maybe that's where they're heading. I feel like it's missing something. What are we missing, guys? We're missing some color dodge. Yes, you guys have been wanting to see some color dodge in this Master Course series, so it's a perfect time to do that. And in environments, we call color dodge God rays. Yes, I'm just gonna do some color dodge right now. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Watch this. Ooh, look at that, that's so sick. You know what? This is the best part of the landscape. I love doing this. This light is so warm, and that's why it's so beautiful to us. We gravitate towards warmth, and everything around there is more cool, it's more green, it's more yellow, and then we have this kind of orange-red light, which looks really beautiful. Ooh, check this out right here. Gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. That's the cherry on top. Before and after. Before and after. It really just ties your painting together. And if you want the landscape template with all the perspective lines drawn out for you, it's available on my website for free. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Landscapes. I love painting environments, and I hope I gave you some of the fundamentals and basics for you to get started on your landscape. And let's recap everything we painted in this episode. Milo, did you enjoy that? Good Milo. Aw, buddy. I'm sorry, I couldn't include you in there. Next time, okay? Next time you'll go up the waterfall. Okay, buddy? Hey guys, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the landscape episode of my Master Course series. Oh man, that was so much fun. I feel like environments in general take a lot of brain power, to figure out the whole story and the lighting and the shadows and like the story dynamic. And if you want the landscape template that I use in this video with the perspective line so you guys can try out your own environments, it's available for free on my website, links in the description below. And this video's question is, what were you imagining when you closed your eyes? Milo, close your eyes. What do you see, Milo? You see dog treats?
Ooh la la.
You see dog treats? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of excited to have a little sneak peek about what's going on inside your brain. Guys, that was 4 episodes already. Time flies by so fast. We have one more episode, a finale to help wrap this whole series together. It's gonna be about storytelling, and we're gonna be creating a beautiful key scene of Faye and her master Ame, and we'll be taking all our work that we created in this entire series and putting it together in a portfolio. Yeah, till next time on the finale of Rothjaw's Master Course series.